Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. So, guys, this is exactly where we said we were going to be. This is why I said don't buy in too high if you're taking a gamble. I'm not even necessarily saying to take a gamble, but at some point we're going to have to bounce off and, touch this 200-day moving average that's somewhere lurking above us. The reason this would be the time to move, well, I should put this down to 34,000 because that would be actually, we have one of two scenarios here. I'm saying I think we could have a small bounce here before the crash, and I've been saying this consistently. We got low 1, low 2, and that can be low 3, assuming this one doesn't come below it. Or even if this one comes below, then this would be the true low as long as it stays parallel to that and goes above it. So I'm saying we got 3 points that touched up a little higher, which is a small bullish tendency. But I mean, is it worth it? I can't answer that for you because we all know the crash is coming. I'm not actively in any positions, but I'm highly considering. That's why I'm going to put it in the 1 minute and go back to Digibyte because Digibyte would be my go-to tonight. It did exactly what I said. It's consolidating right here. This is where this chart becomes basically it's a predictive volume trend, It's predicting the volume trend. Or past volume trend, whatever you want to call it. So, up here, we've got 502,000. Down here, we've got 508. But where were we at when we were at 62? 478. So now let's pull it out into the 45. And see how big of a discrepancy we have. Well, we obviously don't need to go way out there. So from right here on the bottom, 118 million, up here 120, 120, 117. So we have more volume up here. So that's what I'm saying. I think we have to go up because we got to come from in a real area, though. This is where we drop down. So we come here. So up here we have 120 million. Come down here. We're decreasing in volume. So, but when we went up higher, we had a little bit more volume. So I'm saying we could go back up and touch that upper support or resistance right now. And for DGB, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull this out. It wouldn't surprise me at all because DGB's lagging behind in what I'm saying. Last time I took VeChain, one time I took ZIL, but the last few times I took VeChain and ZIL are 50% higher almost than DGB. That doesn't happen. Normally it's kind of like if VeChain and ZIL right now are at 10 and 10.5 roughly. DGB should be somewhere at about 7.5 cents easy. It's usually about 75% the price, 70%, 65% on its worst day. Guys, it's almost 50% below it. So right now DGB would be the way to go if you're going to take a gamble. But like I said, for me that is. And it's getting to that point right now in the pattern where something's going to have to give here. I'm not even necessarily saying that this is the spot because it very well could be at the turnover at 1. No, it wouldn't be at 1. But it's got to start somewhere. So the problem is if we're looking at real double bottoms and stuff, there's no reason it has to bounce off here. I'm just saying if there's ever a spot to do it, it could be a little lower. But this is kind of your 3-point system right here. That's what I'm saying. We've shown ultimate support right here at 5 cents. Are we going to bounce off of that now? That even went down to 4,978. I'm saying right at 5 cents. So, are we going to go down to 5 cents again before we can make a possible bounce? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Or are we just going to make something right now because we've already been down there twice? We're going to build a structure up to 8. Because the maximum for me would be, again, guys, this to me seems like another typical And I know you're getting sick of hearing it. Cup and handle. Oh, yes, I went there. And guys, these are just in the mini 3 hours. This is just a cup and handle that I think is going to complete itself, like I keep saying. Even though we're still very bearish, it's a bullish scenario for 20% with DGB. They're not all the same. But I'm going with DGB right now. If I'm going to pick it. You got the nice handle. Exact same spot we were in yesterday, guys. Man, why didn't you tell us to buy it cheaper, Tom? Oh, you mean almost what we're getting back to now? And I did tell you to buy it cheaper yesterday, but aren't you glad I told you not to buy it earlier when people were FOMOing? Ooh. XRP was pushing, we know where XRP was. It's at 89 cents now, but you know where it was pushing. People were FOMOing, guys. I don't need to tell you. They see 95 cents and they shit their pants. But see, that's what I'm saying, guys. There's a huge fucking M in this pattern, and that sideways and down would indicate to me this is what I think is going to happen. Because I said we had to come back down and test this. That's what I knew we were going to do. But I said, are we going to come down to 78 cents, or are we going to bounce off of this? And it looks like, for all intents and purposes, we're trying to act like this is support. Now, I think we could get something like that tonight. Maybe up to 108. It's going to do something like this, and you'd get a structure, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it would just come back down. But that would give you the structure to break through that, and ultimately let you dick around here and then break through that to get to about point. That's what I'm saying. Anywhere at 0.59 and below, I'm buying. So I know I keep saying 0.52, but if you want to be specific, if it's under 60 cents, I'm starting to buy. And I have a 7,000 XRP bag to fill, like I had before. You guys think I'm joking? I'm not going to settle for less than what I had before if it gets down to the prices that I predict. And then I can still have all the rest of them because shit's going to be dirt cheap, 90% off. I told you we're going to have 80 to 90% fire sales. Everybody thought I was joking. I'm dead serious. I don't joke. So that's why I need to join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. Highly consider joining Tom's Army. For real. Like, real talk. There's no reason to, there's no reason to kid ourselves anymore, guys. I have 118 active members. I have not got a single person to join Tom's Army today. Besides overnight. So technically it'll still show up 2. But I did do a live stream. So I think it's kind of disingenuous. But, I would like to see maybe a couple more people join Tom's Army. Been doing a lot of good work again today. If you want to send a donation, links in the description because that always helps. And everybody who sent a PayPal donation today or a Cash App donation, I don't think there was any on Venmo. I appreciate it. Had a few people, not a lot of people, but it's not about the amount of people. It's about the fact that all it takes for me is 1 or 2 people a day to show me through a donation that, hey, something's clicking. And that makes me feel good because then I know, you guys are actually understanding what I'm showing you. So I'm trying to teach you to fish here, guys. And the more times you see me throw out this hook, and cast this line in the right spot, the more you're going to understand. If you just follow what I'm telling you, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No motherfucking way you should. But if you do decide to use it, do it based on what the charts are saying. Because, guys, I do a lot, and I know what I'm talking about. At this point, there's no reason to debate it. There's only one other person that I would put in my league. Obviously, Peter Schiff is way better than me, and like Robert Kiyosaki and all these other people, they're way better. But on YouTube, when it comes to what I do in the here and now on the charts, Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing is the only other station that I would put in this high regard. That's why I send you over to him, because I know if you go watch him, he might not be as quick on the crypto, but if he's covering it, he's going to tell you what's going to happen. And sure, I can, he might be quicker on the commodities he is quicker on the commodities because that's his shit. I can tell you where it's going to, but I'm not going to do the intraday commodities trading unless I feel the need, just like he's not going to do the intraday crypto trading unless he feels the need with his audience. So that's where we differ, but that's where we also can bring our communities together. I do more crypto, but I have huge commodity knowledge, and I also do commodities in my own personal. And then he's got a huge commodities understanding, but he's also doing crypto, because he's crossing because the same reason I am. So it's a good way to help both communities out. Anyhow, so you guys got to make a decision here. So join Tom's Army $9.99 a month. We're at 118 members. If we can get to 500, I'll cut half my classes 1,000. I'll stay here full time and only teach my YouTube class, the one that I teach for you guys on YouTube. For the ones Now, guys, they're paying $50 a month for that class. There are people that have never seen my YouTube that are in that class. I call it my progressive class because you're not allowed to be a suit. There's people with deep pockets and that have a lot of money, but we don't act like that. We sit around, we smoke, and I break it down like no teacher you've ever seen, and the people that are in it understand. So we're going into the 5th week of classes starting next week. So we've had 4 weeks. It's been nice. We'll see how it goes. So help keep me here full time is the bottom line. Hit that join button. Go to my YouTube page. You might have to do it on a desktop browser, but hit that join button on YouTube. $9.99 a month. It's the best $9.99 investment you can ever make, period. So just watch these guys. And I'm not going to go through them all right now, but this is where you could have a potential bounce. But I think that this would be a severe trap right here to get in right now. I still think, like for XRP, before we'd have that bounce, the actual ideal spot to buy would be about 86, 87. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I think that would be the best spot to buy. I said it earlier. Same thing goes for all of them. Make sure it's in the right spot. I mean, look at Ethereum in the fucking 3 minute. If there was ever a time, we're starting to get to that time in the patterns. It's got to go one way or the other, and I think it's going to go up for a quick 10 to 15% run on it if you get the right one. Hell, if you get the right one, you could get 20, but it could. That's what I'm saying. There's a crash a crash inevitable. So you got to make a decision because there are going to be short spikes here and there. We're just trying to figure out if this is one, and since it did exactly what I said, I got to have some more evidence here because it's going to do a head and shoulders here real quick. It always does to try to fake people out. Or not head and shoulders, but this should be a sideways and up off of this. But then, guys, look, it's got like an MW. It's so confusing, but it's like a W in the middle. So we just got to pay attention here, guys. I'll update you when I see fit. Right now, like I said, if you want to take a gamble, we're on the support lines right now, and it's got to bounce somewhere. So I'm not in yet. I'm not ready to take that leap yet. I got to see how this plays out with the volume and how it's going to touch the support line because I know it's going to come down to 88 cents, and we're going to see how far down below it goes. So stay true, stay blessed. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaires. Have an excellent future. Digibite OG. If you want to donate, links in the description. Remember, go to my desktop. Go on your desktop, go to YouTube, click on my homepage, join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month, keep me here full time. Hit that motherfucking like button and share this shit far and wide because there's a bunch of dumb motherfucking jabronis out there, a lot of them. A lot, believe it.